बस बस एक ही बस बस।
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी।
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी।
गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवर धारी।
जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
यशोदानंदन ब्रजजन रंजन।
यशोदानंदन व्रज रंजन।
यशोदानंदन ब्रजजन रंजन।
यशोदानंदन व्रज रंजन।
यमुना तीर वनचारी।
यमुना तीरा
यमुना तीर वनचारी।
यमुना तीरा वनचारी।
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी।
जय राधा जय बिहार।
गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवर धारी।
बीजन वल्लभ गिरिवर।
यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन।
यशोदानंदन भज रंजन।
यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन।
यशोदानंदन भज रंजन।
यमुना तीर वनचारी।
मथुरा वनचारी।
यमुना तीर वनचारी।
यमुना तीरा वनचारी।
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी।
जय राधा जय बिहारी।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे राम।
जय राधा गोविंद राधा गोविंद राधा गोविंद श्री राधे।
राधा गोविंद राधा गोविंद राधे।
जय निताय सच्चिनंदन गौर हरि। जय निताय सच्चिनंदन गौर हरि।
जय निताय सच्चिदानंद गौर हरि। जय निताय सच्चिदानंद गौर हरि।
जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा।
जय प्रभु पदा जय प्रभु पदा जय प्रभु पदा जय प्रभु पदा।
हरि
हरि
बोल
बोल
हरि बोल। हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल।
जय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल जय गौर हरि बोल।
जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य शोत्र शतश्री श्रीमद हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस शिला इसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी प्रभुपाद की
जय
अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की
जय
नामाचार्य शिला हरिदास ठाकुर की
जय।
प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की
जय।
श्री राधा कृष्ण गो गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की
जय।
वृंदावन धाम की
जय।
मथुरा धाम की
जय।
जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की
जय।
गंगा माई की
जय।
यमुना माई की जय
जय।
तुलसी देवी की जय
जय।
भक्ति देवी की जय
जय।
सामवेद भक्त वृंद की जय
जय।
all glories to the assembled devotees
हरे कृष्णा।
all glories to the assembled devotees
हरे कृष्णा।
all glories to the assembled devotees
हरे कृष्णा।
all glories to Shri Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gaurani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarine Sarvam Shri Krishnarpanamastu Krishne Matirastu Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्णा।
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
So today we are going to read from Srimad Bhagavad-Gita, chapter 15, which is the Purushottam Yoga, Yoga of the Supreme Person, verses 16 to 20. So we'll read the 5 verses. Just share the screen. Able to see the screen? Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. So this verse is Dvavimau Purushau Loke
द्वयमिमो पुरुषो लोके
Ksharashchakshara Eva Cha
क्षरश्चाक्षर एव च
Kshara Sarvani Bhutani
सर्वाणि भूतानि
Kutastho Akshara Uchyate.
कूटस्थोऽक्षर उच्यते।
Good word. Dvav.
Prabhu, your voice is cutting. Okay, sorry. Sorry, there is bit disturbance. Breaking in between. Yeah.
It's breaking up. Okay. So I think I might need to
Yeah, Prabhu.
change. Let me just try and change the
If you just
connection.
even just remove your headphones
Yeah,
and use your Mac as the mic source or something.
I think so. Yeah, I think you're right. I need to do that. Sorry, I'll just stop the share. Yes, here is the. So I need to use this micro. Speakers. Yeah. Are you able to hear me now? Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes. We can hear you slight better.
It's better now. Okay. Okay. Just I
No,
need.
but it's still having a disturbance. Like it's breaking in between. Yeah, let's.
Yeah, I need to. Let me see if I can change this one as well. Okay. Is this better now? Is it?
Yeah, Prabhu. I think so. If you say something.
That's better now. Is it?
No. No, Prabhu. You're still breaking going. Yeah, you're breaking between.
Okay. I
Maybe
actually
you can.
changed. Yeah, I've changed it to. Let me see this now. I think I actually changed that. Yeah, I've changed to the microphone.
Prabhu, the other option is if you have Zoom on your phone, then you can just mute it here and then come from your Zoom from your phone or something.
Yes,
Or it could be an internet issue, Prabhu.
I
Could be
think
anything.
I will try this one because I think this seems to work actually. This might work better, I would say.
It's a bit of a lag, Prabhu. Like what's happening? Yeah.
Are you able to hear me now?
Cancel. Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear
Is
you,
this
Prabhu.
clear now?
But if you, yeah, now it is clear. Now it's clear,
Clear,
Prabhu.
yeah? It's clear, yeah?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. I
yes.
think this is better, Prabhu. Yes,
Yes,
this
yes.
is Prabhu. This is better.
Okay, yeah. I think it only works directly through the Bluetooth for some reason. Okay. So
Yeah.
technology quirks. I'll share the screen again.
Yeah, Prabhu.
Okay. So we are in the synonyms now. Dvau. Are you able to still hear?
Yeah, Prabhu.
Okay, so let's repeat this thing. Dvau,
Dwau two.
tu, imau,
Imau.
these,
These.
purushau,
Purushau.
living entities,
Living entities.
loke,
Loke.
the world,
In the world.
ksharaha,
Sharaha.
fallible,
Fallible.
cha,
Cha.
and
And.
aksharaha,
Aksharaha.
infallible,
Infallible.
eva,
Eva.
certainly,
Certainly.
cha,
Cha.
and ksharaha,
Sharaha.
fallible,
Fallible.
sarvani,
Sarvani.
all,
All.
bhutani,
Bhutani.
living entities,
Living entities.
kutasthaha,
Kutastha.
in oneness,
In oneness.
aksharaha,
Aksharaha.
infallible,
Infallible.
uchyate,
Uchyate.
is said.
Is said.
Translation: there are two classes
There are two classes
of beings,
of beings.
the fallible
The fallible
and the infallible.
and the infallible.
In the material world,
In the material world,
every living entity
every living entity
is fallible.
is fallible.
And in the spiritual world,
And in spiritual world,
every living entity
every living entity
is called infallible.
is called infallible.
Okay, so here Krishna is giving the distinction between the material world and the spiritual world. Paras tasmatu bhavanyo vyakta vyaktat sanatana yasa sarveshu bhuteshu vinashatsu na vinashyati. Krishna mentions in Bhagavad-Gita. He says that there is a nature which exists eternally. So, a brahma bhuvana loka punaravartino arjuna mamupetyatu punarjanmam na uchyate. So Krishna mentions in Bhagavad Gita that from Brahmaloka onwards, there is this cycle of creation and destruction. But there is a place which is never created and which never gets destroyed. So that is the spiritual world, Kshara and Akshara. So Kshara is that which comes into being, and because it comes into being, it has to go out of being as well. So if we look at our own existence, Krishna mentions Dehi nosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yavanam jara tatha dehantaram prapti dhiras tatrana bhuyati. So because there is Dehi, the proprietor of the body within the body, there is kaumaram yavanam and jara. There is this childhood, youth, and old age. Tatha dehantaram prapti. And Krishna says that similarly, at certain point in time, this body has to be given up. So dhiras tatrana mohyati. Dhira is the sober person, does not get bewildered by these changes that are happening. So we are mamai vamsho jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana. Krishna mentions in Bhagavad Gita, all the living entities in this whole universe are sanatana, eternally mama amsha, my part and parcel. Jiva bhuta, all the living entities. But what is the reason that we somehow identify ourselves with this temporary existence. The reason is manaha shashtan indriyani. Krishna mentions in Bhagavad-Gita, the moment I identify myself with the mind and the five senses, prakriti sthani karshati. Karshati means struggle. Prakriti sthani is in this material existence. So the whole struggle in this material existence happens because somehow or other, this identification with the body is extremely strong. This is what is yes, there is a particular verse, Swadhik Kalatradishu Bhaumya Jadi. Yasyatma Buddhi Kunape Tridhatuke. In Srimad Bhagavatam, it is mentioned that Atma Buddhi, through my intelligence and mind, I consider that this is me. This body, which is made up of bile, mucus, and air, that is me. Yasyatma Buddhi Kunape Tridhatuke. The bag. This is like a bag of bile, mucus, and air. And I'm so much attached to this body, this bag, that I think that there is nothing else other than this existence. So this is why Krishna says Mama Maya Duratyaya. Krishna mentions in Bhagavad Gita, my material energy is extremely difficult to overcome, because the moment that attachment with the material energy happens, it feels as if there is nothing else other than this. But the interesting thing that we can understand is that there are these different states of existence that we go through whenever in a day, for example, right? In a day, for example, now we are in a state of Jagrata state, which is waking state. Because I'm in waking state, my senses are working and I am able to absorb the knowledge that is coming from my senses, Jnanendriyas. After some time, there is when we are going to sleep, immediately we do not get deep sleep, right? We go through a state of trying to get sleep, and before going to the deep sleep, there is swapnavastha, the state where one is in a dream state, dream-like state, and then there is sushupti. Sushupti is the deep sleep. So this is what in the existence, in our normal existence, we always go through these three states: Jagrat, Swapna, and Sushupti. A waking state, dream state, and deep sleep state. But there is something that is called Turiya. Turiya is the fourth state. The fourth state is that which is because of which we experience all the other states. And say, for example, in the morning, when we wake up in the morning, we know if we get a very good deep sleep, we know in the morning that, yes, I got a very deep sleep and I'm really refreshed. Likewise, if we don't get a deep sleep, if we have nightmares and things like that, I was interestingly enough, today in the office, there were a couple of colleagues and they were speaking of nightmares. They got nightmare, and because of that, they were not able to sleep properly and they're not able to do the work properly. So this is natural existence, right? We go through these states in our daily lives. So what I'm trying to say here is that the being is a state which is the fourth state, and that being exists between all the three states. That is a fundamental nature. It is because I have the being state in me, because that's why when I get up in the morning, I know that I got a deep sleep or I did not get a deep sleep. So this being is our original nature. This being which exists across all the different states. And that we are. And we are actually Tattvamasi. There is a Veda Vakya that says, Aham Brahmasmi. That is another Veda Vakya. I am Atma Brahma, another Veda Vakya. So this is what Krishna says: Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma na shochati na kangshati samas sarveshu bhuteshu mad bhaktim labate param. So when we are in that Brahma Bhuta stage, we are 100% sure that this is like vasamsi jirdani yatha vihaya. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says that this body is like a cloth, just like vasamsi jirdani yatha vihaya navani grinanti naroparani. So Krishna gives the example that just like when my cloth that I'm wearing, if it gets old, I take off the old cloth and put on a new cloth. Similarly, tatha shariraya vihaya jirnani anyani samyati navani dehi. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, similarly, the living entity gives up the old body and takes on a new body. Very beautiful metaphor that Krishna gives. So that means it is like a cloth. If something happens to the cloth, are people worried about it? Like, of course, if someone has bought a very what do you say, expensive cloth, they have paid lots and lots of money, and if something happens to that cloth, then you're really worried about that. Oh, I've paid so much money for this cloth, and it's something has gone wrong with it. I'm going to lose so much money because of the cloth. I've paid so much and it's not working now. So this see, the understanding here is that if we can be in that state, sukha dukkhe same kritva labha labho jaya jayo tato yuddhaya yujjasva naivam papa pavapsisi. Krishna mentions in Bhagavad Gita, when one can be equanimous, that means there is a lot of happiness coming in. We can experience that happiness. It's not that we become robots and we say that, oh, I'm totally. It's not like that. If some happiness is coming, I experience the happiness, but I don't get carried away by it. You're not on cloud nine, as they say. You understand that this is coming. You experience it. You absorb the experience, but we know 100% that this is not going to last forever. Then something sad thing will come as well, because that is the nature of this material world. Dvandva. Dvandva is duality. That is the nature of this material world. That is the difference between the spiritual world and material world. In the material world, there is duality. What does it mean? I take birth. Because I take birth, I have to die. There is daytime. Because there is daytime, there has to be nighttime. There is summer. Because there is summer, there has to be winter. So the duality is the nature of this material existence. And therefore, Krishna actually mentions in one of the verses, Dvandvair Vimukta. What is the quality of a person who is in a liberated state of existence? They are free from the dualities of material nature. He gives lots of examples. Nirmana Moha does not have any pride or attachment. Jita Sangha Dosha. He does not have Sangha Dosha. That means the senses are getting attracted to the sense objects. The person who is in a liberated state of existence understands that he observes it, but he does not get entangled in it. That is the difference between someone who is liberated and someone who is conditioned. In a liberated state, it's not that the liberated person is not having these. Of course, when one reaches the final stage, they are even free from all the thoughts as well. But before reaching the final stage, these are coming, but the person is observing it. Sakshi bhava. There is this statement in scriptures. It's called Sakshi bhava, like witness. So everything is being witnessed. So something happiness is coming. I'm witnessing that what sensations are coming to me, what I'm experiencing, and nothing wrong. I'm liking it as well. That's fine. The senses will like it. Then something sad is coming. Again, I'm witnessing it. That the body is getting sad, the mind is getting sad. So that witness, that Sakshi Bhava becomes very strong when one is in a Brahma Bhuta stage. Then what happens? One becomes Prasannatma. Prasanna is Prasanna Chetasahi aso Buddhi Paryavatishtate. So Krishna mentions in Bhagavad Gita that Prasanna is that happiness which is independent of sense gratification. Sukham atyantikam yattad buddhi grahyam atindriyam. Veti yatra na chaivayam sthitas chalati tatvata. Krishna mentions in Bhagavad Gita that when one is absorbed in the higher happiness of, let's chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra 3 times. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Ram
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare Hare.
Rama, Hare
So when the mind is absorbed in these holy names of the Lord, then that is sukham atyantikam yattad buddhigrahyam atindriyam. Atindriyam. It is surpassing all kind of happiness that is coming from senses. This is surpassing it. It goes above the sense gratificatory happiness. Vetti yatra chaivayam sthitas chalati tatvatah. So then one becomes very steady. Nishtha. There are 9 different stages of devotional service. Adav Shraddha, Tatha Sadhu Sangha, Tatha Bhajana Kriya, Tatha Anartha Nivritti, Nishtha, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhava, and Prema. So nine different stages. Starts with Shraddha, the faith that when I am absorbed in the holy names of the Lord, nothing is going to affect me, because this is what is Kshara and Akshara. When we are absorbed in the holy names of the Lord, we are in an Akshara state. we are in a state that is not going to affect anything, because we become so much absorbed in Nama Chinta Mani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha. Purna Shuddho Nitya Mukto Abhinatvat Nama Namino. There is a verse where it is said that the name of the Lord is like Chintamani. It is touchstone. So this is a thing. Like if someone, there are different mantras. So if you go to some astrologers, they will give different mantras for different types of. If you want something, material, you say this mantra. If you want to pass, you say this mantra, Saraswati mantra. So there are so many mantras. And what is the meaning of mantra? Trayate, manah trayate iti mantra. That which liberates the mind. That is mantra. Because the nature of the mind is that mana eva manushyanam karanam moksha bandhanai. Bandhaya vishaya sangha mokshaya nirvishaya mana. Krishna says it said in Bhagavad-Gita that mind itself is the cause of bondage and mind itself is the cause of liberation. When the mind is attached to the sense objects, it is cause of bondage. When the mind is detached from the sense objects, it is cause of liberation. So when we are focusing on the holy names of Krishna, we are totally detached from all sense objects. We are in a state of akshara. So this is what Krishna is mentioning in this. So there are 2 classes of beings: the fallible and the infallible. In the material world, every living entity is fallible, and in the spiritual world, every living entity is called infallible. So this is the kshara and akshara. Now we go to the next verse 17. Uttamaha purushastvanya
Uttama Purusha Tvamya
paramatmeti udahritaha
Paramatmeti Udaharutya
yo lokatrayam avishya
Yolokatrayam
bibharti avyaya ishvaraha.
Ishwar Vibharti Avyarishvara
So word by word, uttamaha,
Uttama,
the best,
the best,
purushaha,
Purusha,
personality,
personality,
tu,
two,
but,
but,
anyaha,
Anyaha,
another,
another,
paramatma,
Paramatma,
the supreme self,
the supreme self,
iti,
Iti,
thus, udahritaha
Udaharta,
is said. Yaha,
yeah,
who,
Yaha, who,
loka,
Loka,
of the universe,
of the universe,
trayam,
Trayam,
the 3 divisions,
the 3 divisions,
avishya,
Avishya,
entering,
entering,
Bibharti is maintaining.
Is maintaining.
Avyayaha,
Avyayaha.
inexhaustible.
Inexhaustible.
Ishvaraha,
Ishwaraha.
the Lord.
The Lord.
Translation. Besides these two,
Besides these two,
there is the greatest
there is the greatest
living personality,
living personality,
the Supreme Soul,
the Supreme Soul,
the imperishable Lord Himself,
the imperishable Lord Himself,
who has entered
who has entered
the three worlds
three worlds
and is maintaining them.
and is maintaining them.
Okay, so in the previous verse 16, Krishna was mentioning about Kshara and Akshara, two categories. The one that is getting destroyed constantly and getting recreated, and the one that exists eternally, neither created nor destroyed. Now, Krishna is talking about Uttama Purushastvanya. The third category is Uttama Purusha, Purushottama, the supreme personality of Godhead. That is what is Uttama Purusha. Paramatmeti Udaharataha. So, Paramatmeti cha apyukto dehesmin Purusha para. So, Vadanti tat tattvavidas tattvam yad jnanam advayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavaniti shabdyate. It is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. The supreme personality of Godhead is known as in three different phases. The first one phase is Brahman. Brahman is that everything is based on Brahman. Just like I was talking about this state, right? We had the Turiya state, the fourth state, on which all the other states are based. Exactly in the same way, everything in this whole universe is based on Brahman. So therefore, the impersonalist philosophy, it says Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. It says that the only truth that exists is Brahman, and everything else is like an illusion. So that is the impersonalist philosophy. But in our case, Brahman understanding is that Brahmano hi pratishtaham amritasya vyayasya cha shashvatasya cha dharmasya sukhasya ekantikasya cha. Krishna mentions in Bhagavad-Gita, I am the basis of Brahman. So Brahman is based on the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Bhagavan. So you got Brahman, which is the impersonal form. You cannot say form. When we say impersonal, the form does not have any meaning. So it's like an impersonal existence. There is Brahman, then there is Paramatma, which is like the localized presence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam Hriddeshe Arjuna Tishtati. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is present in the heart of all the living entities. Aham Sarvasya Chaham Hridi Sannivishta. Krishna says, I am in the heart of all the living entities. Mattah Smritir Jnanam Apohanam Cha. From me comes Smriti, remembrance, Jnanam, knowledge, Apohanam, forgetfulness. So, really interesting thing. If someone wants to remember Krishna, they will be able to remember Krishna in any circumstance. They don't. This is what is ahaituki apratihata yayatma suprasidati. A very beautiful verse in Srimad Bhagavatam. It says, Savai pumsam paro dharma. What is the topmost activity that anyone can do in this universe? Yato bhaktir adhokshaje. A loving devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is adaha kritaha akshaja. That means he cannot be seen by the blunt material eyes. So to see the real form of the Lord, one needs to have premanjana churita bhakti vilochanena. The eyes have to be anointed with a salve of love for Krishna. Then santas sadaiva hridayeshu vilokayanti. Then that particular person who has got that love for Krishna sees Krishna always within the heart. Yomam pashyati sarvatra sarvam chamai pashyati. Not only in the heart, one sees the Lord everywhere because he's there in the form of his energy. So this is that. So one understands Paramatma. Paramatmeti udaharita yo lokatrayam avishya bibharti avyaya Ishvara. So that he's also called Ishvara. Ishvara Paramaha Krishna. It is mentioned in Brahma Samhita. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is Krishna. Ishvara Parama Krishna. What is he composed of? Satchidananda Vigraha. He is composed of eternality, he is composed of pure consciousness, and he is composed of pure bliss. Satchidananda Vigraha. Vigraha means he has got a form. Full. It's not impersonal. This is Supreme Personality about it, Bhagwan. Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Pratibhavitabhis Tabirya eva Nijarupataya Kalabhi Goloka eva Nivasati Akhilatma Bhuto Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami. Another verse in Brahma Samhita, which is saying that Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Pratibhavitabhis. So full of Ananda and Chinmaya, total bliss, total consciousness, total existence. That is Krishna. So one understands. So actually in this particular verse, we are understanding the Lord as, see, when he's saying Bibharti Avyaya, he's present everywhere. That is a Brahman. That is a Brahman existence. Paramatma is already mentioned here, the localized Paramatma, and Ishvara is the Bhagavan. So this particular verse is actually mentioning about Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan very beautifully. The different aspects of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Next, we go to verse 18. Yasmat ksharam atitoham
Yasmat Ksharam Atitoham
aksharaadapi chottamah
Aksharapi Chottama
atosmi loke vede cha
Atosmi Loke Vede Cha
prathitah purushottamah.
Pratita Purushottama
Word. Yasmat,
Yasmat
because.
because
Ksharam,
Ksharam
to the infallible.
to the infallible
Atitah,
Atitaha
transcendental.
Transcendental
Aham,
Aham
I am.
I am
Aksharat,
Aksharat
beyond the infallible.
beyond the infallible
Api,
Api
also.
also
Cha,
Cha
and.
and
Uttamah,
Uttamaha
the best.
the best
Atah,
Atha
therefore.
therefore
Asmi,
Asmi
I am.
I am
Loke,
Loke
in the world.
in the world
Vede,
Vede
in the Vedic literature.
in the Vedic literature
Cha,
Cha
and.
and
Prathitah,
Pratitaha
celebrated.
celebrated
Purusha Uttamah,
Purusha Uttamaha
as the Supreme Personality.
as the Supreme Personality.
Translation. Because I am transcendental,
Because I am transcendental
beyond both
beyond both
the fallible
the fallible
and the infallible,
and the infallible,
and because I am the greatest,
and because I am the greatest,
I am celebrated
I am celebrated
both in the world
both in the world
and in the Vedas
and in the Vedas
as that Supreme Person.
as that Supreme Person.
So Krishna is personally, this is what, like when Arjuna sees the universal form of Krishna, he addresses Krishna as Param Brahma, the Supreme Brahman. So like if we look at ourselves, we are like, I am Atma Brahma, the words that we are talking about, the Vedic Veda Vakya, that when one is in a liberated state of existence, one understands that I am Brahman. What is a Brahman? Brahman is totally outside the purview of time and space. The moment I get this material body, I come into the purview of time and space. Why? Then there is date of birth. Because there is date of birth and born in a particular location, I am under the purview of time and space. And because there is date of birth, absolutely there has to be date of death as well. And between date of birth and date of death, there is Jara and Vyadhi. Jara is old age, Vyadhi is diseases. So this Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi is the nature of this Kshara. The place where one is coming into existence. So here Krishna is saying, Yasmat Ksharam Atitoham, Aksharapi Chottama. So the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, that's why he's called Purushottama, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Why is he called Supreme Personality of Godhead? Because he is totally transcendental to both the Kshara, which is destructible, and Akshara, which is indestructible. He transcends both destruction and and the thing that exists eternally. This is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So he's totally in a different category. Natat samaschabhyadikascha drishyate. Parasya shaktir vivadhaiva shriyate swabhaviki jnana bala kriyacha. So it is mentioned in the Vedas that there is no one equal to or greater than the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So this is what is the Supreme Personality. So Krishna here mentions that he is transcendental to both Kshara and Akshara. Uttama. So he transcends both of them. Therefore, in the world and in the Vedas, he is called the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Vedesha sarvair ahameva vedyo. Krishna mentions in Bhagavad-Gita, Sarvasya chaham hriti sannivishta matta smritir jnanam apohanam cha. We discussed that, right? From the personality, from Krishna as Paramatma, there is remembrance, forgetfulness, and knowledge. The next line of that verse is Vedesha sarvair ahameva vedyo. Among everything in Vedas, Krishna is to be known. So, unfortunately, what happens? Sorry,
Prabhu, I couldn't understand this. Like it's too high level. Like,
Can you say it again one more time?
Which one?
Like, can you just give the conclusion? Like, I didn't understand. It's like bit
Basically, you said
high
that
level.
Krishna is is an element of both destructible and indestructible, right? He has both the elements, and hence he's called Purushottama, right? Like I think
Yeah, the Supreme Personality. Yeah,
exactly. And then I think after you said that there are three elements mentioned in this quote, in this verse. There's Akshara and there's
Kshara.
Kshara and Akshara. So
Yeah.
I think if you can mention both just slightly again, Prabhu, if you don't mind, I think that'll be great.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So Kshara is what we are experiencing now. That is Kshara. That I am this body, and the moment this body dies, I'm gone as well. That is Kshara. But actually, that is not the case. Actually, I am never born, and because I'm never born, I will never die. So that is Akshara. So the real existence is Akshara. But somehow or other, because I got this false ego, this ahankara. This ahankara is what is connecting me as Akshara to me as Kshara. It is ahankara, that false ego. And that is, so these two are the states, right? These two are the states of living entities, Kshara and Akshara. But Krishna here says he is transcendental to both Kshara and Akshara. So he even surpasses the Akshara state, the indestructible state, because the states are existing because of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, right? So he says, Aham sarvasya prabhava, matta sarvam pravartate. Everything is coming from me. So even the indestructible nature is coming from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So he is transcendental even to the indestructible nature, which is just amazing. The problem with our current existence is we can't even understand what is indestructible. That is our problem, because the moment I get this particular body, I can't think of from any other perspective other than this body. That is the problem. That is a conditioned state. The only perspective that I can think of is from my body, that I am this particular person. My father and mother is this. If I have brothers and sisters, they are my relatives. Janasya mohoyam aham mameti. That I am this, and anything related to this is mine. Unfortunately, that is the nature of existence in this material world. But when we try to understand what Krishna says in Bhagavad-Gita, na jayate mryate va kadachit, nayam bhutva bhavita va na bhuya. Krishna says that we, as eternal part and parcels of Krishna, are never born. And because we are never born, we never die.
Die.
So who is taking
Hmm.
birth and who is dying? It is this false ego. This
Oh.
this thinking that I am this particular body. The moment I get attached to this body, I am taking birth and I am dying. The moment I know that this is a cloth, I'm neither taking birth nor I'm dying. But Krishna here says that he's even transcendental to that aspect as well. Is it a little bit clear, is it?
Yes, yes. Thank you so much for repeating. Sorry.
No worries. No, it's fine. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's good to understand it as deeply as we can, in our current conditioned circumstances. But
Yes.
it's difficult to understand this. The reason is because
Yes, Prabhu.
it is very subtle.
Even if we try to read at home, we will not understand this so deep. This will be very difficult to realize this deeper meaning. What is actually what you told us, what you said and told to us.
This is the wonderful nature of discussing these topics. Like when you try and go into the depths of these words, each and every word we can go into the depth, and then we then we get absorbed in the actual words of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Himself. I think it's really good that we can discuss. We can go into the details. So then
Yes.
we go to the next verse, which is verse 19. Yo mamevam asammudho
Yo mamevam sammudo
janati purushottamam
janati purushottamam
sa sarvavid bhajati mam
sa sarvavi bhajati mam
sarva bhavena bharata.
sarva bhavena bharata.
Word by word. Yaha,
Yeah.
anyone who,
Anyone who
mam,
Mam,
me,
me,
evam,
evam,
thus,
thus,
asammudha,
asammudha,
without a doubt,
without a doubt,
janati,
janati,
knows,
knows,
purusha uttamam,
purusha uttamam,
the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
the
Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Saha,
Saha,
he,
he,
sarvavit,
sarvavid,
with
the knower of everything.
the knower of everything.
Bhajati,
Bhajati,
renders devotional service.
renders devotional service.
Mam,
Mam,
unto me.
unto me.
Sarva bhavena,
Sarva bhavena,
in all respects.
in all respects.
Bharata,
Bharata,
O son of Bharata.
O son of Bharata.
So here, Krishna, right? So interestingly, it's all very logically progressing. In the first verse, he was mentioning about Kshara and Akshara, and the second verse, he was mentioning about that we have discussed that he transcends both Kshara and Akshara. Now, once one understands that Krishna transcends both indestructible and destructible, yomam evam asammudho. Asammudha is with full conviction. If one knows that Krishna is Purushottamam, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, sa sarvavid bhajati mam. He knows everything and he engages in my devotional service. Bhajati. Bhajan tananya manaso gyatva bhutadim avyayam. Mahatmanastu mam partha. Krishna describes about who is a great soul, who is a Mahatma. Krishna says, Mahatmanastu mam partha daivim prakritim ashritaha. They are under the protection of the divine energy of Krishna. What happens when one is under the protection of divine energy of Krishna? Bhajanti ananya manaso. Constant. That devotional service is never stopping, continuously there in the background. It's an interesting thing, right? We can understand this. Like if someone is is being bad to us, someone is behaving badly to us, what happens after that? That thing goes on in the background, right? This person said this to me, this person said this to me. The mind will constantly have that in the background. And then we somehow we have to get some kind of revenge as well, until we get a revenge of saying something back to that person. That thing will keep going on in the background, and then once we have said it, maybe it'll still go in the background. I haven't given enough back to that person. So this background thing, right? The thing that goes in the background, when 100% understands that Krishna is beyond the destruction and indestructible, and knows that the whole existence, everything is Krishna's energy, then sarvavid bhajati mam. Then that background is, we might be doing lots and lots of things in this world, because we have got this particular body, and this particular body comes with some roles and responsibilities. So it's not that really interesting thing. Bhagavad-Gita, what did Arjuna want to do in the beginning of Bhagavad-Gita? He wanted to go away from the battlefield. He wanted to become a mendicant, literally. He said that, why should I do this? Why should I kill my own relatives on the other side? Bhishma Dev, Dronacharya, so respectable people. Why should I fight against them? And in the end of Bhagavad Gita, when Nashto Moha Smritir Labdva Tvat Prasadat Mayachyuta. Arjuna says that, oh Krishna, now my attachment has been destroyed. And I actually got my real transcendental memory back. Smritil Labdva. How did I get it? Tvat Prasadat Mayachyuta. Because you were costlessly merciful, I got this. Sthitosmin Gata Sandeha Karishye Vachanam Tava. This is what Arjuna says in the end. Now all my doubts have been removed, and I'm going to do as you're going to say. Tell me. So this is Yuddhasva Vigata Jwara. What did Krishna say to Arjuna? Fight without any lethargy. So the thing is, it's not that. Of course, there is a stage when naturally one can renounce things and totally become absorbed in Krishna. Naturally, that stage can come, but not artificially. Until that stage, sthane sthita shrutigata tanuvan manobhev is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. Brahmaji says that we don't need to leave anything, but shrutigata, try and hear about Krishna. How? Tanuvan manobhev, through the body, through the speech, and through the mind. Ye prayase ajita jitopi asita is trilokyam. It is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam that Krishna is actually called Ajita. He can never be conquered, but he becomes conquered. Why? Because the devotee is showing that love for the Lord. So it is reciprocity, relation of reciprocity. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam sateva bhajamyaham. Whatever way one is coming to Krishna, Krishna reciprocates to them in the same way. So this is really wonderful. So when one knows this 100%, iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvita. Bhava, this bhava is extremely important. Bhava means emotions. Just like in this material existence, if the so-called romance, love for another person, what is in that romance? Love for another person. There is emotions, right? A person has got, I got some emotions, and then that emotion is connecting me so strongly with the other person. Just imagine if that emotion is towards Krishna. Just one is liberated, literally liberated. This is what the gopis were in. They were Machitta Madgat Prana Bodhayanta Parasparam Kathayanta Shamam Nityam Tushyanti Cha Ramanti Cha. Krishna mentions in Bhagavad Gita. He says that their minds were totally absorbed in Krishna. Even though they were householders. They had their families, they had their husband, children. They were constantly doing the household work. But the background was Sarva Bhavena, always Krishna. So this is what is Sarva Bhavena Bharata. A very beautiful verse. Now we come to the last verse that we are discussing in this session. Iti guhyatamam shastram.
Iti guhyatamam shastram.
Idam muktam maya nagha.
Idam muktam maya naga.
Etad buddha buddhiman syat.
एतद् बुद्ध्वा
एतद्बुद्ध्वा
बुद्धिमान्
बुद्धिमान्
स्यात्
स्यात्
कृतकृत्यश्च भारत.
कृतकृत्यश्च
कृतकृत्यश्च
भारत
भारत
Word. Iti,
इति
इति
thus.
the
thus
Guhyatamam,
गुह्यतमम्
गुह्यतमम्
the most confidential.
the
the most
most
confidential
confidential
Shastram,
shastram
shastram
revealed scripture.
revealed
revealed
scripture
scriptures
Idam,
idam
idam
this.
this
this
Uktam,
uktam
uktam
disclosed.
disclosed
disclosed
Maya,
maya
maya
by me.
by
by
me
me
Anagha,
another
anagha
O sinless one.
O
o
sinless
sinless
one
one
Etat,
etat
etat
this.
this
this
Buddha,
budva
buddhava
understanding.
understanding
understanding
Buddhiman,
buddhiman
buddhiman
intelligent.
intelligent
intelligent
Syat,
syat
syat
one becomes.
one
one
becomes
becomes
Kritakrityaha,
kritakritya
kritakrityaha
the most perfect in his endeavors.
the
the
most
most perfect
perfect in
in
his
his
endeavor
endeavors
Cha,
cha
cha
and
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 Bharata,
bharata
bharata
O son of Bharata.
o
O son
son
of
of
Bharata
bharata
So the translation, this is the most confidential
this is the most
most confidential
confidential
part
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 of the Vedic scriptures.
of
of
the
the
Vedic
Vedic
scripture
scriptures
O sinless one.
o
O sinless
sinless one
one
And it is disclosed
and
and
it
it is
is disclosed
disclosed
now
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 by me.
by
by
me.
me.
Whoever understands this
Whoever
Whoever
understands
understands
this
this
will become wise,
will
will
become
become
wise
wise,
and his endeavors
and
and his
his endeavors
endeavors
will know perfection.
will know
Mhm.
perfection.
Okay, so Gohyatamam. This is very beautiful here. Gohyatamam means the topmost secret. Gohyat Gohyatamam Maya. Vimarsheta Dasheshena Yatechasi Tathakuru. So this, in one of these verses, Krishna says, what is the most Gohyatamam? What is the topmost secret? Man mana bhava mad bhakto. Give my mind to me, become my devotee. Madhyaji mam namaskuru. Offer your uh, services to me, offer your obeisances to me. Mame vaishyasi yuktvaivam. When the mind is totally absorbed in me, atmanam mat parayana. You will come back to me. So this is the most important thing here. Like we were discussing kshara, akshara, destructible, indestructible, and Krishna being transcendental to even indestructible. Uh, and this is why it's not easy. Uh, if we try to understand this from Jnana Marga is uh, trying to distinguish between uh, the the one that is like, for example, we as a living person, and we when we die, the body is still there. What is different? The difference is that Dehi, the proprietor of the body within the body, is missing. That's why there is no progress that is happening in the body. So these things are jnana. This is based on jnana. But then you've got bhakti. Bhakti is basically, I love Krishna because I love Krishna. There is no reason. That is bhakti. Like, for example, gopis. And there is a very beautiful story about the gopis as well. This story is where it says that Krishna gets a headache, and then he says that the only way my headache will go is if I get dust from the feet of my devotee and I put it on my head. Then my headache will go. Now, uh, different, he's going to different people, and everyone is saying, no, how can we do that? We are going to get sin for this. You are the supreme person. You have to be, we have to worship you. We have to take your dust, and uh, you know, we have to worship your dust of your lotus feet. How can we give our dust to you? It's total sin. And so different places they go, everyone, no one is wanting to do that. I don't want to commit this sin. Finally, and he's going to gopis, immediately they say, take as much dust as you want. The only thing that we want is your headache should go. This is bhakti. This is pure prema. This is prema. Prema pumartho mahan. This is the topmost. So even moksha is moksha laguta krit. There is a particular verse which says that bhakti is such beautiful that this is why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Mama Janmani Janmani Ishware Bhavatat Bhakti Rahetu Ki Toi. Very beautiful verse in Shikshashtakam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim kavitam va jagadisha kamay. I don't want wealth, Krishna. I don't want followers, janam. Na sundarim, I don't want partner. Jagadisha, I don't want fame. Then do you want liberation? No. Mama janmani janmani ishware bhavatat bhakti rahetu ki toi. Birth after birth, let me be engaged in your loving devotional service. This is bhakti. It's topmost. It does not. See, you've got this Chatur Purusharthas, Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. Religiosity, economic development, sense gratification, liberation. These are the four. This is what is the whole actual human being lives in these four principles. We do religious activity, we have economic development, we do work and gather wealth. Basing on that wealth, we enjoy, we buy a lot of things and we enjoy the senses. And then when all that circle is finally we realize that I'm not getting any real happiness out of this, then I try and go for the liberation, try and understand what is behind sense gratificatory happiness. There is something which exceeds all this, continuous cycle of getting wealth, enjoying senses, getting wealth, enjoying senses. It's cycle. Puna punas charvita charvanana. Very beautiful, huh? Prahlad Maharaj says, Matirna Krishne paratasvatova mito bhaktieta graha vratanam adanta gobi vishatam tamishram puna punas charvita charvanana. Unfortunately, this material existence is that I'm trying to chew the chewed. Shwavid varaha hoshtra karai samsuta purusha pashu nayat karna pathopeta jatu nama gadagraja. Very beautiful verse in Srimad Bhagavatam. It says that this is the nature of this material world. It's unfortunate, but Srimad Bhagavatam is very straight in what it says. It says that one animal is worshipping another animal. Unfortunate, but that is Shwavid varaha hoshtra karai. It's giving the examples, like a pig, Shwavid. Unfortunately, a pig that is kind of in a filthy area. Varaha, Hoshtra, Khara, the camel, and the donkey. These are the examples. So basically, see, this is what is. The unfortunate situation is that, ahara, nidra, bhaya, maitunam cha. That eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. This is the same. Like animals eat, we eat. Animals sleep, we sleep. Animals defend in certain ways. They can make some burrows or something and go inside the land. We have a huge palace and lots of things. And animals reproduce, we reproduce. What is the difference? Dharma hi tesham adhiko vishesha. That dharma, when there is dharma, then the human form of life actually starts. So this is dharma hi tesham adhiko. Dharmena hina pashubhir narana. So this guhya tamam is a very important part here. The most confidential is love for Krishna. Idam muktam maya anagha. This anagha word is very important as well. Sinless. Agha means sin. Anagha means without any sins. Yesham to antagatam papam jananam punya karmanam te dvandva moha vinirmukta bhajate mam dhradavrata. Krishna mentions in Bhagavad-Gita. How does one get this dedication to constantly remember Krishna? When one's sinful activities have started becoming less and one's pious activities have started becoming more. Antagatam papam jananam punyakarmana te dvandva moha vinirmukta. Such a person becomes free from dualities of material nature and attachment. And bhajante mam dhradavrata. then a person worships me with full determination. The determination comes when one has got that love for the Lord. So there is a so etad buddhva buddhiman syat. So Krishna says that is such a person is really wise. And krita krityascha bharata, and they are involved in the best activities. So there is one thing that happens when we are discussing these topics. There is manorathena asato dhavato bahi. So that there is a there is one particular verse which says that see there are certain categories of people who would say that you do everything well, you do good, you be good. What is the reason to really engage in any kind of religious activity? The difference is you can do good, you can be good, but that is like a preparatory stage towards the final goal of having love for Krishna. Because once there is love for Krishna, automatically the love for everyone naturally comes. This is what yatha tarora mula nishechanena tripyanti tatskanda bhujopushaka pranopaharasya yatindriyanam tatha sarvarahanam achutijya. So there is a very beautiful verse in Srimad Bhagavatam. With that, we'll conclude. Krishna, it is mentioned that just like when we water the root of the tree, automatically the whole tree gets nourished. We don't need to water the branches, twigs, and leaves separately. Just watering the root, everything gets nourished. If we want to nourish our body, the food finally goes to the stomach, and the stomach digests everything and then provides the energy to the whole body. These are the two examples that are given. Tatha sarvarhanam achyuta ijya. So when one worships Krishna with full love, automatically everything else is performed. There is nothing else to do in the whole universe, literally. When one has the love for Krishna, namam parthasti kartavyam trishu lokeshu kinchana nana vaptam avaptavyam varta evacha karmani. Krishna says about himself. He says that in all the three worlds, I don't have to do anything. But even then, I do engage in activities. This is what yadyad acharati shrestha tattat eva itara jana sayat pramanam kurute lokastad anuvartate. Krishna mentions in Bhagavad-Gita, whatever a great person does, others follow. So Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But of course, we don't imitate his wonderful activities. We try and follow his instructions. I think that is the important thing here. So with the prayers that we can always have that wonderful love, which is always there within us, we can constantly get totally absorbed in that bliss. Thank you very much for listening. Srimad Bhagavad-Gita ki
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Prabhu,
All glories to the assembled devotees.
Hare
Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschate Deshatarane. Sarvam Shri Krishnarpadastu. Krishne Matirastu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much. If there is any comments or questions, we can discuss.
Yes, Prabhu, you said there are 9 stages of bhakti.
Yeah.
So how do we know that we are at which stage of bhakti? Like, do we have any parameter? Like, suppose I do now chanting and I read book. So just an example, yeah. So so how do we come to know, like, so as we need to progress and so initially.
Yeah. I think the important thing here is not to be bogged down by all the stages that are being described. The stages are just a guidance, but we should not be worried about what stage I am in. What we should be more worried about is whether I am having that loving emotion for Krishna or not. Yeah. So whatever we are doing, are we doing it with love, or are we doing it out of force? That is the parameter that we should have always.
Okay.
See these different levels, like Adav Shraddha, Tatha Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya. So first is faith. Then when there is faith, there is association of devotees. Then in the association of devotees, there is bhajana kriya. One is engaging in the chanting of Hare Krishna mantra, discussing Bhagavad-Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam and all. Then Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivritti. The fourth stage is Anartha Nivritti. That means whatever is unwanted for devotional service, naturally that will start not having much influence on us. So I think the important thing is to understand how much attachment we have towards the holy names of the Lord. So
Yeah,
when we are chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, let's chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra 3 times together. Huh? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So when we are chanting this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, how much of focus I am having on each and every syllable of Hare Krishna Mahamantra?
Yes, bro. Yes.
How much, like, is the mind going somewhere else when I'm chanting? That is the measure of how much much progress we have made.
Okay. Yes.
Right. So the more the mind is totally absorbed in that syllables. That means anartha nivritti is happening naturally. All the unwanted things are going off. Nishtha is coming. The firm conviction is coming. Ruchi is coming. Ruchi is extremely important as well. Ruchi means taste.
Yes.
Am I having a taste for chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra? The more taste is coming, all the other things are happening as well. Then asakti. Asakti is strong attachment. So Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivritti, Nishtha, Ruchi, Asakti. Then there is Bhava. The eighth is Bhava. Bhava is that emotion towards Krishna. It's a very strong emotion. Like when you hear about Krishna, you're automatically attracted to him. Someone is chanting Hare Krishna Mantra somewhere. The mind is getting just absorbed towards it. It's like hypnosis. Hare Krishna hypnosis. Like it's literally that. You just get absorbed in that. So that is, and prema is like, that means one is in a liberated state, literally. Yeah. But it's the important thing to focus on is how much ruchi I have towards Hare Krishna Mahamantra. How much taste I have.
Yes.
That would be the measure, I would say.
Yes.
When we are chanting, is that a mechanical chanting, or is it a chanting where I totally get absorbed and I don't even know how much time has passed?
Yes, bro. Because it's very difficult because we have job and these things and so many things. And so
that's right.
Mind,
Yes.
mind
No,
always.
100%. I agree 100%. Yeah. This is a conundrum in this material world. Like there is like we have got this dehatma buddhi. That I get this particular body, then I think that this is the only frame of reference. There is nothing else. But the reality is, this is just a kind of, it's like something that has been given to me temporarily, which will go away, and then I might need to get something else, depending on how much attachment I have to this material world. Why do we get material body in the first place? Because my sthula sharira, not sthula sharira, sukshma sharira. Sukshma sharira is the mind, intelligence, and false ego, mana, buddhi, and ahankar. So basically, my subtle body, sukshma sharira, is still attached to all the material things. As long as my subtle body is attached to these material things, I will get gross material bodies.
Yes.
So when we are engaging in this, when the mind is getting absorbed and the mind is getting the ruchi, asakti, that means the subtle body is getting purified from this material consciousness. Subtle body is becoming Krishna conscious. The point where subtle body is purely Krishna conscious, then there is no punarjanma na vidyate. One is not going to get a material body. Janma karmam cha me divyam evam yoveti tatvatha tyaktva deham punarjanmam naiti mameti so Arjuna. Krishna says, so that means 100% conviction that Krishna's birth and Krishna's activities are divine. It's not
Yes,
like, sometimes people just say that Krishna is a maybe historical personality, or sometimes Krishna, they say mythology, fiction, Unfortunately, so it's not going to, make one in that pure spiritual consciousness, Krishna consciousness. If one has got those things still going on in the background, one has to know that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, 100%. That his birth, his activities are all transcendental. Janma karma cha me divyam, they're transcendental. That particular verse that we read, that he says that he is neither kshara nor akshara. He's transcendental to both. That state, we have to be absorbed in that state of the Lord. The more we are absorbed, the important thing is, even for a second, like start with a second. When we are chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, understand if in that particular moment, if I can get absorbed, just 1 second, if that can happen, then the 1 second can be increased, can be 2, 3, 4. You can make it to 60 seconds, and then there is no time. Then literally, because time and space comes because I think that I am this. But we, as eternal part and parcels of Krishna, there is no time, there is no space. There is
Yes,
only
Prabhuji,
bhakti.
I'd heard from a senior, so he told me to, when you chant, you have to just hear the name of the God. So we have to hear the words like Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram.
Exactly.
So that is
I agree. Yeah.
basically we have to focus on the words what we are saying.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
So to focus on the words, our mind should be on the words what we are listening.
Yes. 100%. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That is a way to do it. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So when we focus, because Golokera Prem Dhana Harinama Sankirtana, that is what is mentioned in the scriptures. It's like the Prema Dhana. It is the like a unlimited wealth of love for Krishna. That is what is the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So when we focus on each and every syllable, the hearing and chanting, then the mind is getting absorbed as well. The senses, it's both ways, So there is a way where when the mind is absorbed, the senses go in that direction. You can do the other way as well. You make the mind to listen to what the senses are doing. So that is what we are doing, right? When we are sorry,
that's what bit difficult here.
It is difficult. Yes, I agree. I agree. Abhyasena to kaunteya vairagyena cha gruhyate. Krishna actually says, like Arjuna says that chanchalam hi mana Krishna pramati balavadridham tasyaham nigraham manya vayuriva sudushkaram. Arjuna says that, oh Krishna, my mind is very, it goes at every place. It's not coming under my control. It's even difficult than controlling the wind, he says. Then Krishna actually agrees to Arjuna. Krishna says, Asamshayam Mahabaho Manodurnigraham Chalam. He says that undoubtedly I agree, Arjuna, that the mind is very difficult to control. But he says, Abhyasena to kaunteya vairagyena cha gruhyate. Practice and renunciation, the mind can be controlled. Yato nischarati manaschanchalam astiram tatastata nyayam yetad atmanyeho vasham nayet. He says that whenever the mind is going away, observe that it is going away and then bring it back. It's not easy. Yeah, it's not easy.
It comes back, it goes away. It comes back, it goes again.
Yeah. So the practice here is keep bringing it back, keep bringing it back.
Yes,
but in a way that is not forceful. If you try to do it in a forceful way, it's not going to work. It's like
it's very subtle thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So mind is like a child, literally. Like if you try to force child to do something, they will not listen, right? But if you cajole them, if you bring them in a nice way, then they will come and they will do what you want to do. You get them to enjoy something higher taste. If someone is naughty, a child is naughty. If you try to absorb them in a thing that they like, then naturally they will give up the naughty thing and they'll get absorbed in the thing. So the mind
Mm.
control technique is also quite similar.
Yes, yes,
Observation itself is the first step, but sometimes what happens is we just get dragged out, like we don't even observe, we become participant.
yes, yes.
Like we just are, like we become that
Like,
whatever the mind is thinking, and then
yes, when,
there is no way out.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's like when we are finishing the 6th round. So sometimes it's like that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the focus, yeah, keeping the focus is not easy. I agree.
Okay, well, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Want to ask?
Okay, thank you very
So,
much.
Prabhu, I know we are running a bit late, so I'll just ask you quickly, and then maybe I'll also ask you offline if that's okay, Prabhu.
Okay.
Prabhu, you suddenly mentioned Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. Actually, interestingly enough, I had raised this question in one of the temple Sunday feasts last week, and I was reading about it somewhere. I think it was, I think in Bhagavatam, it's mentioned that there's Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, but then the higher realm is Bhakti. After that, like that, that's not generally something that people don't talk about, right? But then
Hmm.
in the spiritual realm of things, why did they even have Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, like as the four levels of human existence? Like why didn't they just stop at dharma, or so why does one have to go through those four stages if moksha, or not even moksha, like if service to Krishna in Golok Vrindavan is the final goal, why was it even built in such a way that one
Hmm.
has to go through it?
Yeah, no, so this is needed because it's providing a structure to go to the place where we want to go. So where do we want to go? We want to go in a place where we are totally absorbed in Krishna prema. That is a place, that is a goal. But to
Hmm.
get to that goal, there has to be some structure there, and this is the structure that is being provided. But
Right.
depending on how the person is, and this is the wonderful nature of all the Vedic paths that we have. Like you got a Jnana Marga, you got a Yoga Marga, you got a Karma Yoga, the different types of yogas that we have. So depending on because everyone is unique, every living entity is unique. Like some people uh, might not have that natural inclination to love Krishna. They might be more interested to logically, understand
Hmm.
different things. Then for them there is Jnana Marga. Then they can actually go through dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. They can understand what is dharma. They can understand, that there is, and then they go into the moksha as well. But
Hmm.
if the moksha, there is a very beautiful verse in Srimad Bhagavatam. Vedavyas, he says that ye anya arvindaksha vimukta maninas. Vedavyasa says that Arvindaksha is the lotus-eyed Lord. That is Krishna's
Hmm.
another name. What what Vyasadeva says is one does not consider Krishna the lotus-eyed Lord and thinks that one is liberated. Vimukta Baninas. Vedavya says that Tvai asta bhavad avishuddha buddhaya. Unfortunately, their intelligence is not fully purified. Vedavya says this. He says that
Hmm.
aruya kruchena param padam tata. Aruya kruchena means they do lots and lots of severe austerities. This is what the impersonalists, their way of life is quite difficult actually. They perform lots and lots of severe austerities, and they reach
Mm.
the param padam, which is that the Brahman stage. But
Hmm.
patanti ada, Vedavya says that
They come back.
unfortunately they fall down. Why?
Hmm.
Anadrita yushmad angraya, because they did not give respect to the lotus feet of the lotus-eyed
Krishna.
Lord.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, they patanti adha. They had to fall down. So it's kind of
Prabhu,
amazing,
but the counter
Bhakti
question,
is really powerful, in that sense.
Prabhu, but
Yeah.
the counter question in that one then would be is obviously in the 11th chapter then, right? Krishna says that among the Adityas I'm Vishnu, among the Rudras I'm Shiva, among the Senapatis I'm Shanmukha, blah, etc., etc., etc. So even if the impersonalists are indirectly, let's say, worshipping a different deity, uh, you know, isn't eventually everything going to Krishna, right? And then if so, then why is Krishna then
Making them fall
kind
down.
of hard on them and then making them fall, if he is kind of indirectly getting, is it because you're not directly attributing it to him? Is that the problem? Or
No, but they are not. They are ignoring the Krishnas. That's why they are falling. What Prabhuji said.
no, but my question
So
is that
so
you know,
here,
if
see, it's
indirectly,
not it's not that
Uh,
it's not that see here the important thing here to understand is that everything is coming from Krishna.
hmm,
So
correct,
aham adirhi devanam maharshinam cha sarvasha. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, he says, Name vidu suragana. Even the great demigods do not know me. Prabhavana
correct,
maharshaya. The great sages also don't know me. Why? Aham adirhi devanam maharshinam cha sarvasha. Because I am the origin of everyone. So
mm,
the important thing here to understand, it's not that, and when we have to be very careful about this, like we have to give respect
hmm,
to all the demigods.
mm,
And sometimes don't say that, don't use the word demigods for the people who love the different aspects. So
mm,
for them it is a supreme person. That's fine. Let them have that, whatever emotions they have.
mm,
Yeah, the important thing is from our sake, like we as lovers of Krishna, uh, if we have that love for Krishna, then we know that we are even above liberation. We have to have that
hmm,
strong conviction in our love for Krishna. What
correct,
others have that love, let them have it. There's nothing wrong in that, because everyone is, say, mama vartamanu vartante manushya partha sarvasha. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, ye yatha mam prapadyante tam sthateva bhajamyaham. So whatever way one is coming to me, surrendering to me, the very beautiful word Krishna uses that. He says tam sthateva bhajamyaham. Krishna says that I actually render devotional service to the people.
hmm,
It's kind of amazing. Krishna is saying that. It's just unbelievable. So depending on the love of the devotee, Krishna is equally, like
hmm,
unlimited times loving the devotee. But mama vartamanu vartante manushya partha sarvasha. Krishna says that all the people are coming to me in the end. See, the thing
yes,
is, they're taking different paths. Some path might take longer, but in the end,
hmm,
it's like, see, like, this magnet and iron, right? They give this example of magnet and iron. So if the iron is very pure and the magnet is near the iron, iron naturally will get attracted to
yeah,
the magnet. But if the iron
correct,
has got lots of rust, then that pulling power will not work. So
hmm,
so
yes,
basically, this is what is, bhukti mukti siddhi kama sakale ashanta, Krishna bhakta nishkama teva shanta. So there is a verse in Chaitanya Charitamrita. It says that someone is bhukti. Bhukti kama means the sense gratificatory person. Uh, mukti kama is someone who wants liberation. Siddhi kama, someone who wants some
siddhis,
special powers. Yogic siddhis, ashta siddhi. What that verse is saying is, unfortunately, everyone is ashanta. They are not peaceful.
hmm,
Krishna bhakta nishkama teva shanta. A Krishna bhakta
without doing any work,
has got no, he does not have a
yeah,
bhukti kama, he does not have a siddhi kama, he does not have a mukti kama, not even mukti. So, so that is, so this is the thing, So, see, unfortunately, what happens is one is going to different. It's fine, like it's the important thing is we should not interfere with their faith. And that's really important.
hmm,
Like if someone has got faith for a particular deity, let them have that faith because that's their state at this particular moment.
hmm,
We don't want to interfere with that. The important thing is what is my, you know,
hmm,
what state I am
mm,
in. That's the most important thing here.
mm.
correct, Prabhu.
Yes. Thank you so much.
That makes sense,
Thank you very
Prabhu.
much. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srimad
Yeah.
Bhagavad Gita ki jai.
Okay.
So
Thank
we
you so
will.
much.
Thank you very much. It's nice discussions. So we'll sing the Narsimha Pranam mantra and then can close it. Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste,
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Praladalada Daine.
Prahlad Lad Daine.
हिरण्यकशिपूर्वक्षः
हिरण्यकाशीपूर्वक्षः
तिलकण्ठानकालये
शीलदण्डकालये
हितो नरसिंहो परतो नरसिंहो
हितो नरसिंहो परितो नरसिंहो
यतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंहो
यतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंहो
बहिर्नरसिंहो हृदये नरसिंहो
नरसिंहो हृदये नरसिंहो
नरसिंहमदिं शरणं प्रपद्ये
शरणं प्रपद्ये
अवकरकमलभरे नथा अद्भुतचन्द्र दलित हिरण्यकशिपो तनो भृङ्ग केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
अद्भुत
दलित हिरण्यकशिपो तनु
जय
ईशवदेवता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश
हरे
जय
जगदीश हरे
जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव
नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव
जय नरहरि जय नरहरि जय नरहरि जय नरहरि
जय नरहरि जय नरहरि जय नरहरि जय नरहरि
जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय भक्त प्रहलाद जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय भक्त प्रहलाद
जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय भक्त प्रहलाद
हरि बोल
हरि बोल हरि
हरि
बोल
बोल नित्य गौरा हरि बोल नित्य
नित्य गौर
गौरा
हरि बोल
हरि
हरि बोल नित्य गौर
नरसिंहदेव भगवान की जय
जय
प्रहलाद महाराज की जय
जय
नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठावतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी नामने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे सर्वं श्री कृष्णार्पणमस्तु कृष्णे मतिरस्तु हरे कृष्ण
हरे
हरे
थैंक यू वेरी मच
Thank you so
Hare
much.
हरे
Krishna.
कृष्ण
हरे कृष्ण टेक केयर
Take care, Babu.
Good night.